look, everybody's here. Yay. Good morning. Everybody's here. Yay. Hey, beauties. Day 9 of 21. Day 9 of our 21-day winter solstice meditation challenge. Here comes Kim. Oh my goodness. I am in a deep pondering this morning, and I'm going to do my best to try and make some sense out of it. So first of all, I have been noodling around with this idea. First of all, in the real estate industry, and it's not the only industry, but I've worked so much in the real estate industry that I know I'm familiar with terminology, and a very well used phrase is something called exit strategy. Now, of course, exit strategy doesn't belong to the real estate industry. Exit strategy, in general, you'll hear it. And there's probably lots of career paths that are starting to ask that question at a certain age. What's the exit strategy? And the reason why it feels so relevant in my life these days is because I'm 65 and I'm thinking about exit strategies. And like in my career, like what does that really look like and where does that happen? And a lot of people around me are also a similar age. So it's coming up. It's a conversation. But what I've been playing around with the idea of is you might be able to get what I'm saying visually if you see what I posted in the chat window. Is the word exit actually is inside the word existence. And so my real question is, what is my existence strategy? Not exit strategy. What's the existence strategy? Which is an ever-present good question. And so that's what I was pondering this morning, and not just getting through things. So I'm just going to read you some of my journaling this morning as I ponder this idea, because it is actually becoming, I guess, I feel that it might be an existential, oh, I love that. What's your existential strategy? Like almost like a tagline for my business going forward, because this is really where my heart of hearts is I'm constantly wondering about my existence strategy and not just getting through things. And, I'm uncomfortably aware when I am living a bit like that, checking off the lists, and what I got to do and do that, and at some level, truly just living a lot of times you've heard exist as like just exist, and that phrase just exist is like the opposite of what I'm talking about when I say existence itself, to really exist. Anyway, I'm playing around with that idea. Hopefully you can hear it as well, and I'm not just like tripping. But I wondered about the relationship between awareness and existence, the real feeling of, so here's what I mean when I say to really exist, full of wonder and amusement. Existence, like if you said the word existence with that energy of wonderment and amusement, existence itself. I honestly was having a moment like that. I had two contrasting moments yesterday. One was more just exist, and the other was more existence itself. And so the just exist is the first real walk I took with Lulu and my new dog, Layla, who is a big dog. I thought they said the dog was 25 pounds, but when she got here, she's not 25 pounds. She's a big dog. I bet she's closer to 35, 40 pounds. Anyway, she's tall and she's strong. And, Lulu and I have just had our like thing. I don't even put her on a leash anymore. We know where we're going. She knows what to do. We don't even need to speak about it. But Layla, everything was a negotiation. I'm like, sit, sit. She's not sitting. I'm like, heel. We have everything to figure out. And it was clunky. It was like Lulu's over there and Layla's over there. They're walking at two different speeds. And I don't totally know this dog's disposition, so I feel like it's appropriate for me to be completely cautious around other dogs. And it was kind of fun, but it was kind of stressful. And there was a certain amount of just getting through it. It's like I wanted to be completely enchanted by our first walk, you know? And there was some of that. And there was also some of all of the clunky, gosh, this is hard. This is not the normal relaxing walk that Lulu and I get. And then I packed up and left for my brother had like a Hanukkah party. And my brother, David, he's the son of my father, but didn't live with me. My mother has been married 4 times, and my father was married 4 times. So I have this crazy halves and steps siblings. So David was raised somewhere else by his mom, but we would always get together at the point of my father on vacations. Like we'd be on the boat with my dad, we'd go to Nantucket, but my dad was part of a Jewish yacht club, and my Jewish father, just like really completely stayed with his Judaism. He was part of a temple, he was involved. So my brother David got a little bit more of that, and it cultivated in him. His mom was Jewish too, and I think they were both practicing Jews. But my storyline, when they divorced, it was like I was a little under 5 years old. All of the Judaism kind of like drained out the bottom of our world, and we became very non-religious, which is fine. I feel like I found my own spirituality without having to buck anybody else's ideas of how it was, so it's been beautiful. But my brother David is living in town now. He just moved into town a year ago, and he's getting rooted in the Jewish community here. And so last night he had a Hanukkah party, and I'm out there. My older sister went to, my brother-in-law, and I'm out there and I'm like, oh my God, I am in a room full of Jews. I'm never in a room full of all Jews. I mean, I have a lot of Jews in my life. It just seems like it happens anyway. But last night we lit the menorah. We said the opening prayers, which I have not heard come out of my mouth in such a long time. It felt so good to revisit it. Somebody brought challah, and then the girls who came. So there was girls that came from the Jewish community that my brother didn't even know. They just came to celebrate, they just came to hang out with Jewish community. Anyway, it was kind of a trip. It was mind blower. And I was definitely having one of those EXIsTence moments, like, oh my God, this EXIsTence is amazing. This one woman brought homemade cheese blintzes with fresh made berry compote. And my niece made potato latkes. We had a whole tray full. It was absolutely precious. Precious. And the other thing that happened this morning in terms of like EXIsTence itself is I'm bumping around, getting my coffee in the kitchen, and Layla is still trying to find her place. She doesn't have a bed. I don't think she's ever had her own bed. And her mother was wonderful. I'm not saying she's been neglected at all, but she doesn't have her own bed. And so I see her wandering around, not quite knowing where to be or where to land. I'm going to buy her a bed, hopefully today. But I went back into the living room to get something from the kitchen, and she found a spot for herself on my couch on top of a blanket. And if you've ever been in my home, it's a little eclectic, Southwestern, Colorado, spiritual. It's very, There's a word I'm missing right now. Anyway, she's laying on that blanket on my couch, surrounded by everything that has been my look. And I look at her and I go, you were the missing piece in this scene. Like, she looks so amazing on my couch on that blanket. She has such dramatic look. You know, she's black with white markings and bright blue eyes that turn green half the time. She looks like an apparition, you know, and there she is laying with her fat black tail just kind of like wafting, like she's relaxed. EXISTence itself exist, you know, when you can, how many of those moments can we keep having, you know, when we're not just getting through, but we're actually feeling the wonderment and the amazement and the amusement of existence itself. And then I get curious about, what do I have to do? What does it take to cultivate my ability to stay present to existence itself in that way? What will it take to cultivate my ability to stay more and more present? To me, that's a lot of what drives me to meditate. Spend less time getting through it like sludge, and instead, you know, really feel the amazement of existence itself. Oh, well, thank you for joining me in that rich conversation. And now we're going to start our practice for day 9 of our 21-day meditation challenge. And the theme today is existence strategy, not exit strategy, existence strategy. And part of why I'm saying that really defines what I'm up to lately is I'm really interested in the people that are in my time of life and how we can really cultivate the art of living. You know, that's my other tagline, the art of living. And in that art of living, I've identified 6 areas that I'm very interested in and I think help us live our life artfully. The art of living out loud, the art of living in inspired momentum, the art of living in evolving consciousness, the art of living connected, the art of living present, and the art of living embodied. Those 6 areas are the areas that I want to work with, because that's where I think all the juice is. If we can stay out loud, if we can keep finding the inspiration so that we can build our momentum from there, if we can really live embodied, we have all of it's, as far as I'm concerned, the wisdom that comes through from an embodied place is whole. It's not like little tiny chunks. It comes through whole and a deep understanding and awareness that I can act upon. Embodiment is such a big piece. Anyway, I'll speak more about all that as the days go forward. I see that, yes, existential. I love that word, and we can play with that too. And then, George, we have Hanukkah parties tonight and Monday. Yes, of course you do. Beautiful. All right, bye to you here. And then we're going to get our butt bones in our seat. Inhale, hold. Hold here. Third eye gaze. Landing. Arriving. Release the breath. Aligning. Landing. Arriving. Aligning. Inhale, hold. Third eye gaze. Rub your palms together. Create a little heat. Hold here. Prayer pose. Hold here. Suspending the breath, suspending the mind, presence. Release the breath, and we're going to begin our opening tune in Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. It's like calling the sheep in from out of the field, calling in a higher quality of consciousness. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale and hold. Rest your palms up in your lap. Suspend the mind here with the breath. Third eye gaze and listen. Stretch your listening down the street. Release the breath. We're going to do our warm-ups. Maybe you want a little beverage. Maybe stretch your legs out, kind of open up the back of your knees before we sit in Indian style for a long time. Stretch the soles of your feet and your toes. And then we'll do our spinal flexes. Inhaling, the chest comes forward. Exhaling, chest goes back. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose entirely. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just enjoy your chest opening and then your back opening. Third eye gaze. Let's drop in now. Drop out of the storm and sea of our autonomic thinking and into this quiet, open space where we could maybe think a new thought. Maybe think a better thought. Our chest flexes, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhale, hold. Third eye gaze. Suspend here. Benevolent royalty is posture. Crown is high. Chest is lifted. Shoulders are back and down. From the navel down, you're dropping your weight into the ground. Release the breath. Shoulder shrugs. Draw your shoulders up to your ears and then let them drop. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Find your pace, your rhythm, and then just drop into that rhythm. Third eye gaze. Inhale, hold. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale, hold. Third eye gaze. Suspend the breath here. Release the breath. Elbows out to the side, fingers forward, thumbs behind. Inhale left, exhale right. Spinal twists. The only thing that's happening is the spine is twisting. Everything else stays stationary. Third eye gaze. Stay strong in the core. So that means you're drawing your navel in and you're flexing in the core so that you can hold everything together while your spine gently twists. Feel the flexing at the ribs. Feel that vitality increasing with every inhale and exhale. The pranic pump. Inhale, exhale. Prana in, apana out. Inhale, hold. Relax your hands, palms up in your lap. Hold here. Benevolent royalty, crown is high, chest is lifted, shoulders are back and down. Third eye gaze. Hold. Release the breath. And lastly, we'll draw circles in the air with our chin, circling left. Long, deep, slow inhales and exhales through the nose. Chin towards the left shoulder, up overhead in an arch, the right shoulder, the chest. Third eye gaze. Opening up the neck. Sloshing our consciousness a little bit. Switch directions. Chin to right shoulder, arching over your head, left shoulder, chest. Long, deep inhales and exhales. Maybe you might even be inspired to make some yummy sounds as you do this. Just a nice, deep, lovely growl in the back of the throat. That yummy sound when you're really enjoying sensation. And rest. Take an inhale and hold. Release the breath, take some water. We're going to start our Kirtan Kriya in a moment. Beautiful. All right. So sitting here in easy pose. We're going to do our Kirtan Kriya Sa Ta Na Ma. Hands resting, palms up in our laps. Starting out with our out loud voice, taking a good inhale between each round so the sound of those seed syllables can ride on the exhale. And then inhale, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. And then the whisper, sa ta na ma, sa ta. And then quietly inside our head, and then out again, the same direction. All right, you ready? Here we go. Third eye gaze. Find benevolent royalty in your posture. Inhale, exhale. Find that third eye gaze. Find that yummy energy. And we'll begin out loud. sa cha na sa cha sa cha sa cha sa cha sa cha na sa cha na sa cha sa cha sa cha sa cha na sa cha sa cha na sa cha sa cha na sa cha sa cha sa cha sa cha sa cha Now the whisper, third eye gaze. Now silently in your head, maintain the mudra, the thumb meeting each fingertip, third eye gaze. Back to the lover's whisper. Out loud voice. Sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta. Just breathing normally. Rest here for a moment. Just be aware of yourself. Be aware of how you feel. Be aware of existence itself. That's the air you breathe. The atmosphere all around you. life force. If you'd like to take a drink of something before we begin beaming and creating our future, revisiting that word, that quality, that inner quality that you are cultivating more of, so you can enjoy more of that. More of that feeling. Similar to the question I asked earlier. What do I need to do or be? What way do I need to be to cultivate my ability to stay present to the wonder of existence itself? So, assuming that this is going to help us get there, which I do assume, take Gyan Mudra. Pointer finger, Jupiter finger, thumb lightly touching, hands, palms up in your lap. And you're going to drink the prana, O-shaped mouth, drinking the inhale. However long it takes to fill your diaphragm, fill your lungs. And once you're full, exhale through the nose. However long it takes to fully empty. Third eye gaze, that spot between your eyebrows, gently closing your eyes, gazing into that third eye space. Inhaling and exhaling in this manner. Really slowing down. Drinking the prana. The life force on the atom. Exhaling through the nose. Now, reflect on that word. Include that in this combination. Bring the presence of that inner quality in through your inhale, through your mindfulness, through your exhale. Gently drawing that quality in through your inhale, through your mindfulness, and through your exhale. Just gently bring its presence in. Concentrate your thoughts, your mind on that beautiful quality. Now exhale completely and inhale full and suspend your breath comfortably. Suspend your breath comfortably and meditate on 0. Exhale when you're ready. And then inhale and suspend again. All is 0. I am 0. Thought is 0. Continue to inhale, hold, suspend. Exhale when you're ready. Inhale again. Suspend. Concentrate on 0. Feel the relief and the relief in 0. Your pain is 0. Your loneliness is 0. Anxiety, 0. An insignificant point of light, a small insignificant point of light, 0. A small, insignificant, non-existent. Wonder about that. Drawing this quality in. Holding. 0. Neutralizing everything. Neutral. There's no insisting anything on it. Good or bad, right or wrong. Inhaling and holding. Negative thoughts across your mind are 0. All judgments, 0. We're going to continue this breath, inhaling, holding, exhaling when ready. And as you suspend the breath, beam that quality through your mind. Gently beam that quality through your mind. That quality that you desire for more happiness, health, growth, that single word. Hold, beam. Bring its presence through your mindfulness. Exhale when ready. Gazing into the third eye space. Posture like benevolent royalty, crown is high, chest is lifted, shoulders are back and down. Gazing into the third eye space. Draw this quality through your mindfulness and then beam it. Beaming that quality like a continuous stream. Where your attention goes, prana flows. Concentrate your prana on this beautiful quality as you suspend the breath. Exhale when you're ready. Final minute. Inhale. Exhale. Raise your hands up over your head and shake them vigorously. Shake them so vigorously that it shakes your whole body down your spine. Inhaling and exhaling. And resting. Palms up in your lap. Third eye gaze. Let's just rest here in silence. Breathing naturally, fully. Just gaze into the third eye space and listen. Stretch your listening down the street. Feel the expansiveness of your consciousness all the way across town, joining existence itself, delighting in existence itself, the wonderment of existence itself. Rub your palms together a few times, create a little heat. Prayer pose. We'll close our practice with 3 satnams. Long on the sat. Enjoy the sound moving through you. Inhale. Sa. No. Inhale. Sa. No. Inhale. Sa. No. Ah, beautiful.